Okay, I'm making this video in the hope that someone finds it and basically alleviates some stress from the situation that I found myself in. So I was having a great morning and I went to put on some music and plugged the 3.5mm male jack in this one into the laptop, which is here. But what happened was the little head, this little tip on the end here, you see that? The little tip on the end here came off, and I pulled it out and it looked like that. So first of all I thought, alright, I'll just shove that back in and see if it grips on, because it's kind of hollow. Secondly, that didn't work, so I thought I'll put a little bit of blue tack in there and try and see if it grips on, but it's in there really firm and that didn't do a thing, so that was a bit of a shame. I ended up having to use a little mini screwdriver to get the blue tack out. Then I thought, alright, well, what would you do? So it's on a Mac, which it's pretty firmed in, like you can see that. Yeah, it's you know, it's not just something that I can open up and, you know, take out and sort of push out. So the next thing I thought was, okay, you know, getting on either side of the bit that's in there with some needle nose pliers or something. So I rang J-Car, our local electronics place, and asked them, and the guy on the phone said they don't really have anything, they're not computer specialists, and that he's tried it before and ended up buggering it up. So similar situation he was in. So he told me to ring a computer technician. So I thought I'd Google it, and I found a whole bunch of, I had Googled it before, but I did a better search online about removing it. And yeah, there was a whole bunch of ideas, and one of them was super glue, which I'd originally thought of. But super glue would, yeah, be a bit risky, I felt, and potentially could just make this whole situation worse, which is what I saw in some of the comments and some of the videos. However, did see some strategies of potentially putting super glue like on, you know, something like this, or a small rod, like this is a skewer, but putting a bit of paper around on the inside, like a cone, like a sort of a funnel, to protect the sides, so it only gets the glue on the tip of the jack. So at first I thought, oh yeah, that could work, that's pretty good, that feels safer. Then I found an idea where people were using the inside of a pen. So basically that little hole there, and putting super glue on the tip of that, but more on the inside. And people, I realized in the comments, had bugged it up more and made it even worse because they put too much super glue. So the trick was using the tiniest bit of super glue, almost wiping it on, using a skewer on the inside like this. So this kind of thing, like putting super glue on there and putting it inside. And so assuming that this little thing fits on the inside of the little jack tip. But the thing there is in the comments I saw that someone said that they did it without super glue, because super glue, the process looked like it would take, well, some people were saying wait 24 hours, hold it for a minute or so it's firm, and then wait 24 hours and then try and pull it out, and people weren't getting it on the first attempt. I didn't really want to wait that long, and I really wanted to avoid a technician, but I wanted to do it safely. So the next idea I had was, I realized that this pen was going around the back end of the tip, and it was fitting around it. But I thought, yeah, someone mentioned a particular pen, a Bic pen. So we had like heaps of pens, you know, that I tried, and then none of them, they're all pretty much a standard hole size, which it would fit, and probably super good would have gone in there and it could have worked. But then I found this pen from Guatemala, so I figured maybe they have a different diameter. I looked it up and it did, and the inside was just a little bit thinner, and so I just shoved it in there, and I felt it being really firm, and the satisfying feeling when you pull this out of the laptop. No super glue, nothing. Just yeah, just like it was super tight. You can't, worst focus. But yeah, anyway, so give that a go first. Try a bunch of your pens before you end up, you know, risking it with super glue. Be careful of the contacts in there if you're shoving anything like this, whatever you're shoving in there, because you can make the situation worse. I've read a lot of comments. But yeah, it went from a really bad, frustrating situation where I just wanted to put music on and have a bit of a dance to being one of the most satisfying feelings pulling that out and fixing the problem, especially because it was my partner's laptop. So yes, I'm gonna use a different jack now and play some music. Bye.